Devin
And I am Anna Weekly.
Married Breckinridge and the Frontier Nursing Service. How the cry of one woman changed the world.
This is the story of Mary Breckinridge, a true pioneer of her time, who opened the doors for future nurse midwifery in the U.S. She had always possessed a love for children and for helping others, but it wasn't until the death of her last child that she realized her true responsibility. Oh, my dear sweet child, the last of my beloved children. I love you, oh, I love you so much, my dear sweet son.
Mrs. Breckinridge, I'm so sorry. I'm afraid your son is gone. After the death of her last child, Mary moved to France. There she became part of the American Committee for Devastated France, a post-World War I reconstruction effort, also known as CARD in rhymes.
Oh, bonjour, bonjour. Can you believe what an inspiration Madame Mary has been to us? Just the other day, I witnessed her hand washing all the baby soil clothes and singing while she did it.
I know, and the way she is so advanced, always offering suggestions for how we might better serve the homeless. Madame Mary is truly a faithful servant.
Oh, mercy. Adieu, adieu.
Oh, look, it's a letter from Mary. Dearest Fanny, my service here in France has not been an easy start. Although the war is over, its aftermath is inflicting just as much grief and heartache. Serving the French people has given me a sense of fulfillment, but I know my work here is done. Soon, I go to the Appalachian Mountains, as I hear there is great need for good doctors and nurses. I plan on starting a nursing service where mothers can give birth to babies without risk of death. I admit my ambitions are far-fetched, but I know in my heart that this is the right thing. I admit that I will need more help also, but I know that I will find some way to get it. I love you, your affectionate Mary. Oh, that's it.
Mrs. Breckinridge.
Hello, Josephine Hunt.
It's good to see you again.
And you as well. Have you considered supporting the future Frontier Nursing Service?
Mary, are you sure you understand what you're about to take on? I understand you feel it's your responsibility, but this is a lot to take on, especially for a woman.
But Josephine, what of other children? What of childhood? From the desolated shores of Armenia to the Balkan Mountain, travels that cry of childhood, which throughout the ages has been the cry of martyrdom. This my reason cannot accept. This torches a devout in my soul.
I know, but Mary, I can understand wanting to start a nursing service, but you're talking about over 1,000 square miles of mountains and valleys and wild rivers. Sending nurses up into these mountains on horses with very little protection is quite daring. Are you sure you can do it?
But Josephine, there lies nevertheless deep within the heart of every child lover a feeling of responsibility, which will not let them put the thing aside. God cherishes his little ones only in my bosom, says the child lover, and he gathers them there, and I fight for their rights. Fight for them until the ancient saying has come true, till he shall gather the lambs gently into his bosom, and lead those with young. And when the crooked paths are made straight, and the waste places made smooth, it will be time enough for me to understand.
One day, a little girl with third-degree burns Frontier Nursing Service. She is one of many who are severely burned or even burned to death every year from their hair or skirts catching fire. Her name is Lily.
This was the Frontier Nursing Service, founded in 1925 by Mary Breckinridge. It was stationed in one of the worst places in the world, Hyden, Kentucky. The only medical care that these mountain people received was through granny midwives, uneducated women who treated their patients with superstition and myth, such as putting an axe under a bed to cut a patient's fever. I'm a long time traveling here below. I'm a long time traveling away from home. I'm a long time traveling here below to lay this body down.
I heard Lily died yesterday.
Yes, I wonder how I could stop all of these deaths. I know it is my responsibility, but I sometimes just don't know what to do. Did not start this Frontier Nursing Service just to watch these children die.
I know. All these little girls' dresses catching fire. It gets to be heartbreaking, all right.
That is just the issue. They need overalls, not those billowy skirts. I am going to write to that new factory in town today and ask for a few crates of overalls. We will give them out to the mountain people.
I tell you what, Mary, you beat me. I've not a clue where you get all this wisdom from, but you've succeeded so far, and don't let me get in your way.
Oh, Miss Peacock, you are too kind. But this is about the mountain people's rights and not myself.
Mrs. Breckinridge?
Yes,
It's good to see you.
and you as well.
So, Mrs. Breckinridge, why did you establish the Frontier Nursing Service in Hyden, Kentucky? And why did you not extend it overseas and to other areas such as Puerto Rico or Alaska?
I shall answer your second question first. Administrative cost of a demonstration is much higher if the demonstration is located in several areas. And in scattering, you do not reach more people. There are several answers to your second question. Not only was there no reason why the Kentucky mountains should not be chosen, but we had the best of all reasons for choosing them, namely their inaccessibility. I felt if the work I had in mind could be done there, it could be duplicated anywhere else in the United States with less effort. From the beginning, I had the wish to do the work so well and to keep such accurate records of it that others would study it, be trained in its techniques, and then in rural and remote parts of our own and other countries repeat the system we had used. It would be possible for us only to reach a few thousand children directly, but hundreds of thousands of children could be reached by others because of us. Our inaccessibility had become a priceless asset. None who wanted to copy a work complained it would be harder for them than it had been for us. But I could have never gotten this far without my nurses on horseback. Their service and their dedication keeps me going and gives me hope. It is their passion and their sacrifice that compels me to keep believing that all have the right to basic health care, no matter what their size, location, education, or dependency might be.
Mrs. Breckinridge, what an incredible vision. I know that you will be remembered for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you.
In the nursing world, Mary Breckinridge is known as well as Clara Barton and Florence Nightingale. Mary created a pattern for community health that is still duplicated and followed throughout the world. rights of the mountain people in healthcare, and left a legacy of responsibility that is impacted not only the lives and rights of the mountain people, but the lives of people like them all around the world.